Hatu, hi. Nick was the coach of the Sri Lankan team back in 2017 when they had traveled to India here in Delhi for a test series. So, has he shared any of those experiences with you regarding the air quality and what all happened then? Are those experiences pretty similar to what's happening right now?
I didn't hear the question properly.
Okay, Nick Potas was the Sri Lankan coach in 2017 when the air quality was just as bad as it is right now in Delhi. So has he shared any of those experiences with you?
Yes, he spoke about the situation back then. Yeah, we were a little bit concerned. That's why we canceled one practice session as well. So we are trying to minimize our exposure to the outdoor much as possible because we need to we need to practice as well as that we have to be careful the long-term effect of this condition.
Well, air quality could well be a problem for both the teams. That apart, how do you look forward to the game against the Lankans? Your record has not exactly been great against Sri Lanka.
Second part, what?
Yeah, I mean, one question, how concerned are you about the air quality? Then how do you look forward to tomorrow's game?
Yeah.
You haven't had a great record against the Lankans.
We haven't had what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, air quality is, as you said rightly, it's affecting both teams and it's not ideal, but we have no choice. We have to play in condition in front of us. But the pitch and the ground look immaculate. I think one of the best pitches that we're probably going to play this World Cup. As you said, Sri Lanka has and Bangladesh had played really good matches recent past. The thing is, both teams in a really similar situation, to be honest, trying to finish high as possible because we have lost opportunity to, we have lost the opportunity to get into the semi-final now. So, but still, the World Champions Trophy is up for grab. We need to finish high as possible. So this game has a big impact on that, who finish higher.
Chandika, Bangladesh team director Khaled Mahmood Sujan said that the Bangladesh team suffered for decision-making issue. There is a problem in decision-making issue. So what do you take on that?
I saw that his interview, but that is, I think, he hasn't discussed with anybody. So I saw it first on the media. So I have no comment further because I never heard that before.
Chandika, the way Bangladesh played in this tournament, there will be losses and wins in cricket, but they didn't show any fight whatsoever after the first match. So how much responsibility do you take as a coach for that? And do you see yourself as the coach of Bangladesh team beyond this World Cup?
Yeah, I take responsibility as well as anyone in the group because we have disappointed the fans and we disappointed ourselves as well. We didn't play our best cricket, but the thing is, nothing has changed from the first game to now. Only has changed is what going through between our ears. Our skills hasn't gone anywhere. So I think we put ourselves down by having high expectation. That's the only thing that we can think of because, as you rightly said, we haven't played our best cricket or what we were capable of or we played before coming into the World Cup. So in that sense, we all need to look at our mirrors and see what went wrong. And me staying in the coach, it's not up to me. It's just have to be decided by the board. Thanks.
Yeah, coach, you talked about the long-term effects that players could face playing in these conditions. So keeping that in mind, when you pick an 11 tomorrow, do you go with more pacers or do you only go by the pitch conditions or take the weather also? Because the pacers will have to bear the brunt of it mostly. And the second part is when you're playing a World Cup like this, that has been spread over 45 days, only 4 teams will be qualifying for semi-finals. What do you have to say about that format? Because 2 weeks before you almost have 4 semi-finals ready. So it gives very few chances for the other teams to make up and make the grade.
I think this is the best format I have been involved. 19 as 1992 was this was the format. I think that if you win, you feel like you actually played everybody. If I'm not mistaken, the team selection not depend on the air quality. It's depending on the condition and the opposition and our strength.
Coach, in the Bangladesh squad, there are 5 fast bowlers. Tanjim Sakib didn't get chance yet. In the other hand, Nazmur Shanto, Tanjit Tamim, even Liton Kumar Das not in the good form. Tawhid Didoy out of form. Nazmur Shanto got out 6 on a row in the single digit. What do you think? Instead of Tanjim Sakib, there in the squad, if one more batter is there, it would be great for you to best 11 selection.
I don't think it's one more batter would have made things complicated, isn't it? Like when we select this team before the World Cup, we thought this is the best batters we had. They have been performing. As I said before, their skills hasn't gone anywhere. Whatever is going through our heads, that's the only thing is disturbing us. We haven't played to our potential. We have even not showed that what we are capable of. So for some reason, we have gone into a little bit of shell. Especially batting, as you rightly said. So that's what we need to fix and come and play fearless cricket.
Coach, as you mentioned that we didn't perform to our ability, the way batting order has been shuffled so far, almost every game. Do you feel this is the thing actually unstable or destabilize the batsman to perform?
It's not about the batting order, isn't it? Where you come to bat, what over, what time of the innings you're coming into bat is more important than the number you bat. We haven't given any start. Our top 3, top 4 hasn't given us apart from one game. So I don't think it's a batting order has any implication for this outcome.
Yeah. Hi, Coach. Air quality issue has already been discussed. But my simple question is, given the pollution level and the AQI at this moment, do you think Delhi is simply fit for international cricket, particularly in early November? And secondly, Champions Trophy slot for Bangladesh, is it realistically still achievable? What do you think?
I think it's achievable because we still a good team. We know that we are better than what we have shown. So our best game we haven't played so far, even near to our best. So we still think that we Champions Trophy spot achievable. And the first question is not up to me. I'm not a qualified person to tell about the air quality and whether it's fit or not to play.
Coach, players like Ridoy, Shariful, Shanto, they were in great form just before the World Cup, but in the biggest stage, all of them lost their forms. Do you think the pressure of performing in front of the world, the pressure of the bigger stage has affected their performance?
I mean, if I know that, if that's the case, I think I'm speculating if I say yes or no. I don't know, to be honest. The only thing you can think of is it's high expectation from everyone because as a players, we all wanted to perform in the biggest stage. That's, as you said, it's that kind of expectation. It can be pressure, can be that you're put in a little bit, trying to do too much. We learn from you. That's the only thing that's what we need to see, sit back and look back and think what went wrong. It's individually because it's not one or two players. It's affected many players for us. It can be any of those. So, to be honest, I don't know at the moment.
Coach, you just said that you take the blame, responsibility for the failure. Do you think that you got enough time to prepare this team for the World Cup, for a stage like World Cup?
You know, I started 7 months ago, so I had 7 months, and then there are certain things beyond my control happen in between as well. All these things I don't think is right forum or right time for me to think or discuss. At the moment, my focus is this game, how we can win the next game. We are doing everything right. The players are training and the mood is good. They're all trying hard. They're all hurting and they all wanted to do well. So my biggest challenge at the moment, keep that environment um, uh, free as possible, stress free as possible from every angle for them to be go and perform to their best ability.
Yeah, Coach, here. Yeah, I think you already said a few things about the reasons. Just I want to know that as the semi-final dream is over long back, and these two games is just for face saving or getting the place for Champions Trophy, and you got a few days time after match with Pakistan. I mean, you got 5 days time in between. So I just want to know, is there any particular reason? You said that betting order haven't played a part. You said high expectation might played a role. I just want to know, is any particular reason we found in between that which caused this debacle?
Can you understand what you're asking? Okay. No, there's no particular reason, to be honest. If I say anything here, it's speculation. I think it's that we all trying hard. Like we need one, like the good example, like what Pakistan did, as you rightly asked, last game, and one player stand up and take the game on. We have capabilities in our group to do something like that. I think something like that, inspiration in one spell or one innings, will change a lot of things for us.
Hatu, a word on Dilshan Madhushankar. He was the tournament's highest wicket taker until yesterday. What kind of challenges does he pose for your team, and are you surprised by the fact that the impact that he has had at such a young age?
Yeah, it's nice to see someone like new, young comes and do well in the stage like this, World Cup. I was not surprised because he's quality bowler. He was, swings the ball early. He has decent pace he has. So the one thing is, if at all is surprised, his maturity showing bowling in the after the new ball, and the change of pace and things like that, how he use cleverly. So we have discussed about him, and yeah, we take note of his performance.
Coach, players like Shanto, Litton, even Sakib, they almost got out similarly in every innings. So what went wrong actually for them?
Yeah, you said that they got out similarly. That's what went wrong. So not that they lack of trying or anything. There are similar ways of getting out. Like unfortunately for Shanto especially, getting out, if you have played this game, you know, like any batsman, good batsman can get out first 5 balls, 10 balls. And he got out, I think, twice first ball. So it's really unfortunate. Some of the balls that he got out or down the leg side and then half volleys, any other day, you all have seen that he will hit those for boundaries. So things has not gone right in certain way for us. Yeah, as I said before, one of them or two of them has to stand up and take the game on and change our fortune in next 2 games.
Yeah, given the poor air quality in the national capital here, like what's the status of a team? Like anybody reeling under the after effects of this pollution?
What is that?
Suffering from any health effects like vomiting?
Yeah, our doctor has keep a close eye on players. Some of the players didn't turn up for practices because they are asthmatic, so they stayed indoors. And even for practices, we're very conscious. We train what we have to train, and they go back into the dressing room. They don't like spend time unless they're bowling or batting. So we have taken some measures to minimize our exposure before the game.
Thank you.
Coach, you have already mentioned about Najmul Hasan Shanto getting out under 10 in 6 innings is a huge disappointment. What is wrong with him? Have you had a chat with him yet?
Yeah, we constantly had chat with him. We find nothing. It's nothing technical. It's just unfortunate way, as I said, like any batsman getting out early, like first 10 within first 5 balls or whatever. It can happen to any player, especially the top order, because ball is moving and you're getting used to the condition. I don't think it's anything to do with any technique or anything, but unfortunate, it's cricketing. It's cricket. That's the beauty of the game.
Coach, before the tournament, you and your team said your target is to play semi-final. Now, at this stage, do you think it was a wrong comment from your team?
No, it's not a wrong comment, because we all want to do well. We had the high hope, and we had the expectation to do well, and we thought that we were capable of doing, but then we couldn't achieve, so it's not a wrong comment.
Coach, as a coach, you failed to take your team to the semi-finals. You took the blame as well, you said earlier. As a coach, what do you offer to the team in future? Like what you have spoken with the players. As a coach, what you can offer to the team for the future?
What I'm going to offer is I'm only 7 months into the job. There's not much I can do within 7 months. What I did was just take the team from where the team was and make sure that they will prepare for this. Actually, it's my work has to start after this, because it's World Cup is separate thing to prepare, and then it's taking the team forward. It is a very different challenge. Thank you.